Welcome back. It's Marine Tech Mike. It is winter time, February, real-time update. Last week we talked a lot about the Ranger Tug project and things happening in the shop. We will get back to this quickly this week, but it has been cold and snowing, and today all of our students are at the boat show. Last weekend we were at the boat show. Me, Sergeant Matt, also at the boat show this weekend. So it's just been super busy, but everybody's plowing through on the project. So let's go take a quick look around and see what's going on. A little bit of snow doesn't hurt this boat because I'm pretty sure next summer, middle of summer, we're gonna have snow and ice up here in the Northwest Passage when we go around North and South America. Okay, mostly this week, we've been focused this week on the engine, student Tim, and we've been getting this thing ready to run. Previous videos, we got it installed, aligned, all that hard work, but now it was antifreeze, oil in the engine, oil in the gearbox, throttle and shift cables, all that fun stuff. Like every other refit though, we're changing the fuel system. It originally just had a primary, secondary, 2 filters all in the bulkhead here, and it worked, but the boat's getting older, we're going further. So we installed a beautiful Parker Raycor dual 900 primary filters. We'll use one of the old ones as a secondary fuel filter still. We're going to put in transfer pumps, work on fuel management system. So that's all happening. And then we've got an alternator belt. I'm on the 3rd one. We modified the bracket. We didn't like it at all, so it's way better. They had it hanging out too far with a double bracket. No good. So we fixed that, but it's like everything else. It takes 3 times as long as you think it should. And then yesterday, the volunteer crew flushed all of the Hynotics. We have the Hynotics throttle and shift controls, which works really good. We had a couple of new upper helm parts in stock here at Marine Tech. But anyway, so it's all filled and flushed yesterday. Today it will be refilled with the fluid and bled out, and that should be done. We have the exhaust behind me all done. New riser, supports. We got one more support to put in right here. We got the water injection elbow up high. We got a whole video just on the exhaust system, but the exhaust system is done except for one mount, and we can still test run it with this the way it is. Steering cable's reinstalled. I mean, the boat is coming together. We're going to be able to put this thing in the water very soon. And so let's go look in the back and see what's going on with the headliner and stuff. In the back, we have all the headliner panels cut, fit, painted, and up. Next step is getting our wood strips or battens to put over here, and then reinstalling lighting. But we're holding off on that because we're pretty sure we've been working with Lumatech. We're going to get some nice new LED lights installed. But the back cabin is coming back together. We're going to talk about the electrical system at the end of the video. We're going to be putting in more batteries under the back 2 bunks here and in this back closet. So some exciting stuff happening there. Let's go look at the main salon. So up in here, it doesn't look much different, but it's all cleaned up. New volunteer helping us, Chris, who's done some upholstery work. And so we are cleaning and gluing in 1/8-inch foam, and we ordered 30 yards of new material. So although we have new removable painted overhead panels, we're going to put some fabric back on the sides of the boat all the way around. So we're making sure that the foam we have works. It looks like it worked great, and we're installing that, and then it's going to start looking like a boat again. So it's going to be awesome. One of the things that we did is captains of the boat, Mark and Jen, they wanted to, and I totally agree, the rigging shop, Northwest Rigging, had a part. We added an inner forestay to make it a cutter rig. So in heavy weather, we can do a deeply reefed main or mizzen and fly a little tiny storm cutter sail. So in order to do that, we had to reinforce we had to cut a hole in the deck. Northwest Rigging had a beautiful tang set up for this, backer plates, and tie it into this main watertight bulkhead here on the boat. So, sounds simple, just to add a cutter rig. You got to make the wire. Thank you, Northwest Rigging. But you got to install all of this. And, there goes about 2 more days worth of work. But we got this all installed and ready to go. We just got to trim off these bolts yet and maybe put a little fancier nut on there. But we got that all done. The panels are all done and painted for the V-berth here. And so same thing, we'll start putting the insulation back up and sealing the V-berth back up. So up here, also in the V-berth, we got student Josh has been working on all of the 4-aught cabling and the emergency disconnect, all done for the bow thruster. The bow thruster battery is mounted and the DC to DC charger is mounted. They just pulled in a wire for that. And so over the next couple of days, we'll pull in the actual, the control wire is pulled in. We got to make some final connections. We'll be ready to test the bow thruster. So amazing amount of work been happening around here. We just have not been able to keep up filming it. So let's go into the shop and talk about the electrical system. So more work, refits are this way. New electric winch, line handling from cockpit, safe. Solar panels in the way. So the crew peeled off the solar panels. Well, they have been put down with 5200, which we said is awesome to hold on our new stainless bow guard. Less than awesome when it peels up all the way down and through into the fiberglass. So got a little bit of repair work to do here. I'm thinking maybe we'll put some C-deck on here, you know, cover it up and make it look better. Okay, last thing, super cool. We're partnering with a bunch of different people, including Battleborn, Dragonfly Energy, to have a second electrical system that is powering the science and education of the expedition. So we're starting with 4 of these Game Changer 270 amp hour batteries. We're going to put them in the back cabin with their own inverter and stuff. They've got a Battleborn has a communications hub so we can monitor how this system is going. And we've got some new DC to DC chargers, and we'll explain the whole system at length, but it's super cool. Before the boat goes back in the water, we're going to get these heavy things mounted up and ready to go. It's going to be super cool to power up the education. And so that's what's happening this week. It's a lot, and next week, but thanks for watching.
Welcome to the Scallywags, located in the beautiful Pacific Northwest, where Skagit Valley College has been training technicians since 1968. If you are looking for industry certification and the skills to work in maritime, this is the place to visit. Our staff will share so much knowledge and experience, you will not be disappointed. The workforce demand is very high and all of our graduates are working around the world. If this sounds interesting to you, schedule a tour and come check us out.